Road Test 1996 Jaguar XJS 4.0 Auto Celebration 1996 Jaguar XJS 4.0 Auto Celebration Classics World's Chris Stacy test drives and reviews the 1996 Jaguar XJS 4.0 Auto Celebration. The E-Type was always going to be a very tough act to follow, and Jaguar chose to replace the icon with a Grand Tourer rather than another sports car. Wise move, some might say. But when the XJS was launched in 1975, the press saw it as something of a disappointment. This grossly underrates the XJS, a handsome car that delivers extremely well in its intended role of Grand Tourer cum boulevard cruiser. In truth, the E-Type had been fattened and softened over the years, with final V12 versions bearing little more than a passing resemblance to the gorgeously raw T-Series 1. The XJS weighs in at nearly 2 tons and has no sports car pretensions whatsoever. Developed on a short-wheelbase Xj6 platform, the two-door body was penned by Jaguar's in-house styling team, and borrowed much of the XJ Saloon's running gear. Judged impartially, the XJS is a good car in either 6 or 12-cylinder format, though early examples were let down by poor quality control and rapid corrosion. By the 90s, Jaguar had sorted their quality problems. The new AJ6 6-cylinder engine had arrived, and from 1994 all cars were galvanized. This adds up to make a late XJS 4.0 one of the most desirable specifications. Typical Jaguar upmarket style, sufficient power and built to last, with enough boot space for the golf clubs. What more could a well-heeled buyer want? Released in 1996, the final year of XJS production, the Celebration Special Edition featured several upgrades including diamond-turned alloy wheels, embossed seats and a wood-rimmed steering wheel. No matter these toys were largely cosmetic, the final XJS was already an accomplished, thoroughly developed automobile. Outdated or even old-fashioned alongside contemporary offerings from Mercedes, the XJS was halfway to being a classic when new and is surely worthy of classic car status today. 1996 Jaguar XJS 4.0 Auto Celebration. However, the classic car market currently seems a little conflicted by the XJS. Is it a bona fide, bankable classic, or is it just another old Jag? As a result, asking prices can vary widely, but good cars are beginning to move upwards. From a price ceiling of £5,000 just a few years ago, the best cars can now make well over £10,000. This 4.0 Auto Celebration has had only 4 owners, and over its 78,000 recorded miles has been fully serviced, first by main agents and later by respected Jaguar specialists. The current MOT test certificate shows no advisory warnings. Priced at £13,500, it certainly isn't cheap, but can this car's quality justify the premium price tag? The Sherwood green paint suits the car well, being reminiscent of traditional British racing green. The finish is in excellent condition with a deep shine and few age-related marks. The bodywork appears straight with good shut lines, no obvious signs of accident repairs and no visible corrosion. The alloy wheels appear to have been refurbished recently, and as a result, all 4 are free from blemishes. The interior also presents well, and the parchment leather complements the dark green exterior. The deep pile carpets are free from wear and the leather is as new, save for a little marking on the driver's seat bolster. The wood veneer of the dashboard remains in pristine condition, and the curved center console veneer hasn't lifted or cracked, a common fault with Jaguars of this era. The engine bay is similarly clean, without signs of fluid leakage. The AJ6 starts immediately and idles with a faint mechanical rustle, sounding in perfect health. Engaged drive and the 4-speed auto doesn't clonk, though the car is keen to creep forwards. Release the brake, apply a whiff of accelerator and the big car purrs down the road. The box changes up and down without fuss. Both engine and transmission are smooth and quiet at normal road speeds. Some may feel the need for the ultimate power plant, the 6-liter V12, but in the real world, the 4-liter 6 is impeccably smooth and delivers more than enough power for this heavy car. Add to that the smaller engine's greater fuel economy, and the Xjs would be our choice for the Xjs. The steering is light, but still communicates some feel. Ride is superb, with imperfections in the road surface almost undetectable within the cabin. It's a big car, not suited to hustling through B-road bends, but as a long-distance tourer, it is magnificent. Jaguar designed the Xjs for such a role, and this particular example feels fresh and ready to carry its cosseted occupants from one end of the country to the other. The Jag's sumptuous interior is a very relaxing environment in which to travel. 1996 Jaguar Xjs 4.0 Auto Celebration Verdict. The Celebration Special Edition is one of the most desirable specifications for the Xjs, and this one's superb inside and out. The Sherwood green paint and parchment leather suit the car perfectly. Being a later car, it benefits from a galvanized body, so should remain rust-free. It drives exactly as it should and comes with a full service history. Road Test 1992 Jaguar Xjs V12 Convertible Classics. World's Rob Hawkins test drives and reviews a modified 1992 Jaguar Xjs V12 Convertible. If you like large open-top sports cars with a big, powerful engine, then there's a limited choice. There are a number of mass-production saloons with roof conversions, ranging from the Saab 900 and Mercedes SL to several Rollers and Bentleys. The aforementioned Saabs and Mercs can cost under £10,000, whereas Rolls-Royce and Bentley convertibles are often 10 times these values. However, one British manufacturer that has always had a favourable reputation for making a big-engine sports car is Jaguar. The iconic E-Type Roadster set the bar, but it's now unaffordable for most of us, and it seems the Xjs Convertible appears to be slowly heading the same way. This Xjs Convertible is one of the last of the 5.3-litre V12 engine models. The following year after this Xjs was manufactured in 1992, the 5.3-litre V12 engine was updated and stretched to displace 5,994 cc, continuing production until the V12 was axed in February 1997. The Xjs finished in 1996, replaced by the XK8, which was initially powered by a 4.0-litre V8. Supplied by Dove's Jaguar in Surrey and delivered to its first owner on August 4, 1992, the car's first service is recorded for August 26 that year. Over the next 16 months, the car covered almost 11,000 miles and was regularly serviced by H.R. Owen of Colchester and then Ipswich for the next 6 years, clocking up 5,000 to 6,000 miles in between. Between 2005 and present date, just over 5,000 miles have been covered in the last 13 years. The only dilemma with Jaguar's V12 engine is that it needs to be frequently run to ensure the piston rings don't seize inside the cylinder bores. Plus, the rope oil seal at the back of the crankshaft can dry out, resulting in rubbing and leaking. Such problems can be identified by running the engine and looking around it for oil leaks. This Xjs Convertible is being sold by the Classic and Sports Car Centre of Malton in North Yorkshire. It's the second time that it has been sold by them, a trait that is common where customers trust them with their cars to sell them on or trade them in for something else. 1992 Jaguar Xjs V12 Convertible on the road. Sitting inside the Xjs is nothing short of luxurious. The leather upholstery is immaculate and the seats are as comfortable as armchairs, complete with electronic switch controls for adjustment. Firing the V12 into action results in a refined engine noise, and it's hard to tell there are 12 cylinders under the bonnet producing an impressive 266 bhp. With a 4-speed automatic gearbox mated to the V12, selecting drive with a cold engine that's seemingly running on choke, it's fuel injected so the engine revs a little faster on cold, doesn't result in it lurching forward and fighting to get going. It's a little enthusiastic, but settles down once the engine has warmed up. Out on the country lanes surrounding C&SC, the Xjs is a pleasure to drive. It doesn't offer neck-snapping acceleration, although on paper it boasts a 0 to 60 miles per hour time of 8.2 seconds. However, with a curb weight of 1825 kg, there's a lot of mass to transport, so acceleration can be refined and deceptive. The handling, brakes and steering are all smooth. This is a Grand Tourer with a 480-litre boot that rivals most modern production saloons and is built for long road trips if you can afford the petrol. The V12 is quite thirsty at around 19 mpg. Returning to C&SC, we test the hood, which requires 2 safety catches to be undone, the engine to be running on and the handbrake applied before it will fold down and back up again automatically. Back in the 90s, automatic hoods like these were not only a luxury, but a rarity. The handbrake is a fly-off type on this Xjs. It's positioned to the right of the driver's footwell, so it ideally needs to remain flat to the floor whether it's on or off. Sadly, this means that the handbrake can remain on unless you are familiar with how a fly-off system works. 1992 Jaguar Xjs V12 Convertible. The verdict: anyone who remembers a time when a top-of-the-range V12-powered Xjs Convertible was a third of the price may wonder whether this car will sell. Yet, this sort of money will only buy you a restoration project if it is an E-Type, so maybe the price is right for the current climate of the classic car market. An XK8 convertible is a cheaper option, for now, but if you want to rekindle your memories of the 80s or early 90s with the last of the 12-cylinder engine open-top sports cars, then this Xjs is surely an affordable dream.